Welcome back to My First Time, where we just finished up Time Bandits with Sean Connery, a bunch of midgets, and Bilbo Baggins.
You'll
and John
know.
Cleese.
Look, let me put it this way. If you know British television, you'll know a lot of the people in this movie.
It's a Terry Gilliam movie.
It's awesome. I love it. It's weird and creative and probably something little boys should watch, but I also would have watched it as a child. I wasn't really...
I did watch it growing up a couple times.
Yeah, it seems like a show that, or a movie that, like, little boys would watch and little girls would have, like, no fucking interest in. It's just one of those things where, like, you can tell it's an
adventure
Yeah,
movie.
it's an adventure film. It's
where, like, a little boy gets kidnapped by midget time bandits.
Yeah.
Who are basically the architects of the builders, not the architects of the universe,
yeah,
but
the builders of the universe.
Like, you know the tree in front of your house? They put it there. They made that. And then they decide to go through, steal
the time map that has all of the holes in the world.
Like, from the Supreme Being.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It's awesome. I love it. It's like, honestly, I wish I had watched this as a child.
Yeah.
It's one of those movies where, like, you look back on it fondly, like, that.
This is one I'd look for on DVD.
The Goonies and stuff like that. Like, this is a movie that you should be watching as a child. And I don't know what is wrong with my grandparents, but they didn't show me this movie.
Yeah, but they showed you Goonies and...
Yeah, well, that's because my grandmother's in love with the Goonies.
I have to lend you Adventures of Baron Munchausen, which is also a Terry Gilliam movie, where it's a crazy guy named Baron Munchausen who goes to a play that is supposedly about himself, and then he's correcting it, but then the people that are in the play flash back into the memories.
Yeah, but anyway, this movie, at first, it doesn't seem like there's any real, like, point to any of this. Like, they're just going on an adventure. And, like, you're like, where is the antagonist? And you think it's the Supreme Being because they just stole the map. But it's not. But it is.
It's evil.
But it's not. It's not evil. It is, but it's not.
Yeah.
It's hard to...
It's great
And
film.
excuse me, my nose is all stuffy.
Yeah, she got sick.
I'm not sick. I'm allergic to your dog.
I know. You need to get rid of him. He's barking at you.
It's only fucking pimples.
Yep. Anyway, so check out the film if you like funny little quaint adventure movies with midgets, Sean Connery.
There's another movie that this reminds me of, but I can't remember the name of it because I've watched it so long ago.
What's in it?
I don't remember, but this is like very familiar, but it's not. Like, it's the storyline's completely different, but Pagemaster.
Oh, okay.
Except Pagemaster is a little bit different.
it's very like Pagemaster, like a little bit like almost. It's not as fantasy as like, Never-Ending Story and all those.
It's more history based, but it's pretty awesome.
No personal calls.
That was me getting an email.
So yeah, check it out. And now we say goodbye to everyone that hasn't seen it, and we're gonna go into full-on spoiler mode. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You don't need to count it down. Just say spoilers after this.
Okay, now to the spoilers. Sean Connery playing like a
Roman.
Roman, yeah. And then at the end
I was
of the
really
movie,
kind of mad that they actually... The little boy wanted to stay there and for Sean Connery to be his dad, which... I wanted Sean Connery as my dad.
Everybody wants Sean Connery.
I wanted Sean Connery as my dad because he's fucking awesome. I mean, come on. Come on. 007. Anyway.
Well, that and he's
just awesome.
He's Dr. Jones, the real Dr. Jones.
And also,
and he's very young in this movie. Everybody's very young. I pointed out very early that like Napoleon is actually the
guy who plays Bilbo Baggins.
Bilbo Baggins, yeah.
Which I didn't realize it, but then because I knew his face, I was like, I don't know where I've seen that face before, but I know that face. And then he said Bilbo Baggins, and I was like, oh shit, does he never age?
Because he looks exactly...
He looks exactly
Because he's probably
same.
about like 40 in this movie, because this is like 30, 40 years ago. And
Doesn't
he
age.
The
Just
same
looks amazing.
pretty face, the same like lines of age.
You know, for a while, Sean Connery was like that too, where like you were like, when are you ever gonna get old?
Yeah.
Never.
Yeah, my entire life.
And then
Until
he
about
played,
like 2000, and then he just...
And then he played John Quartermain, and I loved him.
Yeah.
I wanted him to be my grandpa, which is saying a lot. I know I say that a lot about certain guys, but my grandfather is like my favorite person in the world. So if I say, I want you to be my grandpa, that's saying a lot, because my grandfather is fucking awesome.
Everybody has like that favorite person in their family. And
It's my grandpa.
If you're a character in movie or literature, then...
That can replace that person?
Yeah, you're
that
pretty awesome
Yeah,
character.
you're pretty fucking awesome. Because my grandfather looks like Santa Claus and he rides a Harley. Beat that motherfucker. Can't. You can't do it.
Unless you're Sean Connery.
Unless you're Sean Connery. Or, you know...
Time banded Sean Connery.
Yeah. Well, no, that would just be my dad, and I don't have a dad. So, well, I do, but I don't fucking know him, so... He can just have his spot. But as Quartermain, I would love him as my grandpa. Teach me how to shoot, like, from far away. It's fucking awesome. Fuck you guys! I liked... Oh my god, why can't I remember the name of it?
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yes.
The comics are actually way better.
I was 11 when I saw the movie, so I didn't even know it was a comic.
It's written by, we're getting off tangent, but it's written by, the guy that, Alan Moore, the guy that did V for Vendetta.
No, I know that because I watched the special features on my
But
DVD.
if you really watch League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, there's a lot of Masonic hate in it because Alan Moore hates the Masons. And I'm a Mason too, and like I understand like where he's going with it.
Secret society.
But like he makes Moriarty out to being a Mason, and all of his fucking henchmen are wearing Masonic aprons in the comic book, and it's just like no.
It's like one of those like theories.
The Illuminati and the Masons are two different.
No, I know
fucking
they're
things.
two different fucking things.
I know, but like
I'm just saying,
pop
it's
culture
kind of
likes to merge the two.
It's kind of like the Illuminati, where it's like everywhere, and it's a secret society that's trying to take over the world. That's kind of how like a lot of people view the Masons, and I'm just like, aside from the fact that my grandfather has a book that's written in a language I can't read, but he can read it, I never thought it was any different. I was dragged to the Sunday fucking dinners, and we had to pledge allegiance, and then
to the flag.
Yeah,
Not creepy shit.
And then, like, we sat around in this big, giant area and then watched someone play the cello, and I was like 8, and I was like, this is boring, can I please leave?
Yeah.
I got yelled at, though, because I was, like, 4 or 5, and I accidentally used my left hand instead of my right hand, and I didn't know the difference because I wasn't in school yet. And I didn't know left from right. And I got yelled at by some old dude, and I was like, okay, I'll switch hands, I'm sorry. Anyway, off topic. So off topic. So,
League of Extraordinary Gentlemen's alright.
Yeah, no, I love that movie.
It doesn't really hold up. But
I know it doesn't hold up, but sometimes I like movies that make no sense, even though there are certain movies that I will pick apart, and then there are certain movies like League of Extraordinary Gentlemen that I just don't touch because I just want to enjoy it as is.
Yeah.
It's kind of like Doctor Who. I don't pick it apart because...
If you think too hard,
There is an explanation
Fucking
for
retarded.
everything in Doctor Who. You're just not smart enough for it.
Yeah.
But no, like, they're suddenly fighting evil. And, like, at the end of the movie, it's like, someone destroys evil for them. And, like, I was really upset when they killed one of the midgets. I was really fucking upset. Like, I was like, no one has died in this movie. You can't do that, like, at the end. It's not okay. But he got revived, anyway. So it was the Supreme Being testing out evil.
Yeah.
You asshole! Like, you asshole! You just made them go through all that crap. Because you wanted to test out your creation. Douche. Douche.
Well, we're all
Supreme beings are douchebags.
We're all test subjects for the Supreme Being.
And then the movie ends with this little kid losing his fucking parents, his house burned down, Sean Connery is now a fucking fireman, winks and leaves.
Yeah.
And then he's left there, Mom? Dad?
It just like zooms out.
It ends like that.
To the map, and the map rolls up. Like, that's it. Have a nice life. You watch
like,
your parents
asshole!
die.
You fucking asshole! Did you notice that on the chessboard, like the little folding chessboard, it was where they had just been?
Yeah.
Like with every little thing set up.
But did you notice when it varies over to the end, when he like disappears and wakes up in his bed, that the Napoleon figures and everything were on the ground and stuff?
Yeah.
And then trampled out. So like you didn't know if it was a dream or
not.
real.
And then he takes out the pictures he took throughout his entire adventure because he was smart enough to take a fucking camera with him because no one else in the entire fucking world is smart enough to take a camera with them. Even though nowadays everyone has a camera. It's your phone. Yeah, like, take pictures, man.
And my really weirded out thing was when he meets Sean Connery and they're standing there and he's like taking pictures of the scenery.
Yeah, and
Sean Connery doesn't say a fucking thing
about the fucking
like,
camera.
I don't notice that you have a Polaroid camera in your hand and it's fucking Roman times.
This is how I rationalize that. He came from the motherfucking sky. He thought the gods sent this little kid to save his life. He's not gonna question anything from the gods. Come on now.
That the kid has a magic box that makes pictures on special parchment.
Nope.
Oh, no, never mind.
He came from the gods. It's the gods. Yeah, it's the gods, man.
Fine. Okay, that's about it.
I wanted to know more about his wife because his wife seemed malcontent.
Maybe she was sleeping with the horse guy in the beginning.
That's what I assumed. I was like...
That's why he had to kill him.
No, he was like he was trying to kill this guy wearing a bull thing. So basically he was the Minotaur. That's what I assumed.
Yeah.
And he killed him, and she like looked so upset when he came back, even though everyone was cheering him. She just gave him this look like, you bitch.
You lived?
You lived? Really?
Fuck
Why'd you come back?
Fuck you.
So I'm assuming she was the one fucking the Minotaur, but it's a children's movie, so I don't know. Who knows?
Who knows who fucks who the Minotaur in children's movies, so.
Yeah.
But,
even though clearly the Minotaur was given
so would you say
this
holds up?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
This is a movie that like
so too,
all generations should be fucking watching.
Yeah. Well, that's the whole point of this series, is watching those movies that, like, people never got around to seeing and no one knows about, which is why I have another homework assignment for you. Adventures of Baron Munchausen.
I still...
It's very much this.
At night when I'm trying to sleep... No, hold on. Yeah. At night when I'm trying to sleep, I still think of Momentum. I'm still trying to figure that out. Memento. Whatever.
That movie's fucking awesome!
You know what? I fall asleep trying to figure this shit out. Like, every single night since I've seen that movie. And you know what? Sometimes I dream in that sequence, and it just confuses the hell out of me.
So fucking awesome.
It's not, because, like,
You're telling me that I made you watch a movie that changed your life. Because you can't stop thinking of it.
It's not even just that. I'm having dreams, and it's not. It has nothing to do with the movie,
And
but it's set
not
up
in
and
order.
filmed like the movie, and I'm just like, why are you doing this to me? Why? Why are you doing this to me? This is not okay. I can't even figure out my own dreams when they're in sequential order. Like, why? Just make me 10 times more confused. I have nothing more to say.
We'll see you again very soon on my first time. Stay geeky, everyone.